Detailed explanation of straw man, slippery slope, and Ad Hominem fallacies. Prepared by HR Manager, James Chege Nyangweso for Managers Training. What is a fallacy? A fallacy is an error in reasoning that weakens an argument. Fallacies often occur when someone presents arguments that seem valid on the surface but are logically flawed when examined more deeply. In discussions, debates, and decision-making, recognizing fallacies helps avoid misunderstandings and poor judgment. Here, we explore 3 common fallacies: straw man, slippery slope, and ad hominem, and their relevance in a managerial context. 1. Straw man fallacy. Definition. The straw man fallacy occurs when someone deliberately misrepresents or distorts an opponent's argument to make it easier to attack. Instead of addressing the actual point, the person creates a weakened, exaggerated, or distorted version, that is straw man, and argues against that instead. How it works. The person who uses this fallacy ignores the actual argument being made and substitutes it with a version that is easier to criticize. This misrepresentation allows them to refute the altered argument, creating the illusion that the original point has been defeated. Example. Person A: I think we should allocate more resources to preventive healthcare. Person B: using straw man, Person A thinks we should neglect all other areas of healthcare. Here, Person B distorts Person A's argument, making it sound unreasonable, even though Person A never suggested neglecting other areas of healthcare. Impact in management. In management, the straw man fallacy can lead to miscommunication and hinder productive dialogue. Managers must avoid distorting team members' suggestions or criticisms. Doing so fosters a more open and constructive environment, where ideas are debated based on their actual merits rather than skewed versions. 2. Slippery slope fallacy. Definition. The slippery slope fallacy occurs when someone argues that a relatively small action or decision will inevitably lead to a chain of increasingly negative outcomes, without providing sufficient evidence to support this progression. It suggests that once a small step is taken, a series of extreme and undesirable events will follow, even if there's no logical reason to expect that outcome. How it works. The slippery slope argument uses fear to suggest that one action will lead to disastrous consequences, even though there's no evidence that such a chain reaction will occur. This type of reasoning jumps from a minor decision to an exaggerated, often irrational conclusion. Example. If we allow employees to work from home 1 day a week, soon everyone will want to work remotely full-time, and productivity will collapse. In this scenario, the speaker assumes that one decision will lead to an extreme and negative outcome without considering more reasonable scenarios. Impact in management. Managers may fall into the slippery slope fallacy when resisting change. For instance, when considering implementing new policies, they might worry that it will set off a domino effect leading to a loss of control. To avoid this fallacy, it's important to analyze decisions based on their own merits, rather than assuming that minor changes will automatically lead to extreme consequences. 3. Ad hominem fallacy. Definition. The ad hominem fallacy, Latin for, to the person, happens when someone attacks the character or personal traits of the person making the argument, instead of engaging with the argument itself. This fallacy diverts attention away from the substance of the argument and focuses on irrelevant personal characteristics or past actions. How it works. Instead of addressing the issue being debated, the person using an ad hominem fallacy attempts to discredit their opponent by attacking their character or qualifications. This tactic shifts the focus from the argument to personal attacks, which can unfairly influence the audience's perception. Example. Person A: I believe we should adopt a new performance evaluation system. Person B: using ad hominem, why should we listen to you? You haven't even been with the company for a year. Here, Person B attacks Person A's experience instead of addressing the argument about performance evaluations. Impact in management. In leadership, ad hominem attacks damage relationships and create a toxic work environment. When managers or team members focus on personal criticism instead of the argument at hand, it undermines trust and discourages open communication. Leaders must focus on discussing the ideas and suggestions, not the people presenting them. Conclusion. Understanding these fallacies, straw man, slippery slope, and ad hominem, is vital for effective communication and decision-making in management. Avoiding fallacies helps ensure that discussions remain rational, respectful, and focused on the actual issues, fostering a healthier workplace culture and improving problem solving.